right. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna start this run off with a bonk. We have to pick up this flower right here. We're gonna use this to do a spring boost. Maybe. Just kidding. So we actually just started learning that strat recently. It's something that was done in the task that we were trying to incorporate into the run. We've been able to pull it off a few times. That lets us spring boost and spin really quickly to get to the second thing here. All right, perfect. Then we're gonna try to damage boost off that guy. All right, none of these guys are cooperating right now. All right, perfect. We're just trying to spin through all these levels. Thank you. All right, so what's Bonk's Adventure all about? Bonk's Adventure is a TG16 game about a caveman who is from 10,000 BC. He's trying to save the people of Moonland from evil King Drool. He doesn't have any weapons besides his head, and he becomes invincible when he eats meat. So we either get one big meat or two small meats to turn into this green bonk. Green bonk is awesome because green bonk spins faster, can't take any damage, and we use that throughout the run to our advantage. Alright, we're gonna spin. We're gonna try to hit one of these volcano rocks. Heck yeah. Boost that. Alright, now onto Dino Belly. Thanks for the good lucks, y'all. I appreciate it. So every run, we have to make sure to say hi to Sally Slug. Hey, Sally. Sally blesses the runs. It's very important. And we're gonna bonk on the head, and then we're gonna use the first clip of the game. So here you'll see we're walking on top of the stomach lining, whatever you want to call it, and we're gonna clip through. Perfect, first try. Uber Disco found that skip. Thank you, Uber Disco, for all the tips and tricks as I started to learn this run. I appreciate it. Now, we're gonna start taking intentional damage here. So you can see that the uvulas do a full heart of damage. So we try to get the squibs to hit us first so that we don't lose as much health. Ooh, good. This is going smoothly, perfect. All right. Now we're on to our first boss. So one of my favorite things about the Bonk's Adventure game is that at the end they show the credits. So you get to learn the names of all the bad guys. So this is Huey. Huey's the easiest of the bosses. Just a few bonks to the head. Now, I actually do think there's a faster strat for Huey that I haven't started to incorporate yet. Everyone's saying hi to Huey. And then Huey thanks us. He feels a lot better. He's no longer brainwashed by evil King Drool. And we're instant best friends. Arf, arf, arf. Alright, on to round 2. Go for it! I also really like that the game gives us encouraging messages after each boss. So it's like, it's random, but it's like very like, you got this. Alright, so here we're gonna take out Gary Geek. Hey Gary Geek. Gary Geek dabs whenever you hurt him. We're gonna use some more spring boosts. Come on. And you'll notice when we use the spring boost, you actually can clip through the bad guys, which is super useful. Walk by some of the dancing cactuses. Oh, snap. Oh, just in time. All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing here to get a meat pickup. Hello. So what you'll see is there are certain characters that guarantee to either give you a meat or a heart. So we have to manage our health whenever we get to those characters. So either a hatchet person or a bird that is colored pink, they either give you a heart or a meat. And really the key is, as you can see, just spinning through as much of the level as possible. Yeah, meat please, exactly, Pants. Here, we're just trying to avoid these dragonflies. I call this level Dragonflies Are the Worst. Their hitboxes are super weird, and they're just really annoying. Alright, meat please, thank you! So the other thing about having the meat power is you can jump higher and spin faster. So we're trying to use all of those things to our advantage. Perfect. And I'm trying to remember not to hit splits in between these levels. Alright, slugs and rocks. So this level is a little deceiving. If you get messed up on your routing here, it almost is an instant, it feels like an instant restart for when you're trying to do record runs. We got lucky there, that went really well. Perfect. Alright, now this is all about timing the meat. The Sally's in chat, I love it. Alright, meat please. Alright, so we get this first meat here, and then we're gonna try to get to a second meat pickup as quickly as possible so that we're able to use it throughout the run. And so what I do to do that is I jump down and I jump back up while I'm still meated. That means I'm gonna spin a little bit faster. We're using that to our advantage to save time so that we can be red when we go get that second meat. Perfect. This is looking really good. And now we just have to avoid these dragonflies here. They can be a big pain. Okay, oh gosh. That mongoose almost got me. Alright, we got the second meat. Perfect. So since we were still meated, a smaller meat helps us turn back into invisible. I really thought that mini mongoose was going to take me down. I was not happy with that. And again, it's about managing these dragonflies. Alright, that actually went pretty well. Meat motes. Alright, and this is called, I call it woods and flying frogs. We're gonna jump off this rope to help us spin a little bit faster. And then kind of route through these trees. Perfect. Oh, Freddy, don't do that. You can see we just kind of spin a lot of the game. And we're lucky to have the turbo switches, so I'm not having to mash here. Oh, and we avoided the last frog. We named the last frog Bob, because he takes us out quite a bit. Alright. Oh, okay. Got the jump up here. Now we're going to use our teeth to scale the walls here. And what I'm having to do here, to use your teeth to scale, you actually have to turn on one of the turbo switches. So I'm turning those on and off fairly quickly so that we can scale this weird looking tree. It wasn't until, so you can see we just picked up health from the fruit, and I had played this game a lot as a kid, and I never realized until Strobex in chat pointed out that the different fruit have different health levels. So we just got that fruit. Okay, now this level is all set up, it's all about setting us up for the second boss. So we're gonna route around these specific clouds and try to avoid the birds. You see we're actually skipping some birds that do have meat or hearts, but the meat animation can just really slow you down here, so we try to avoid it. The big thing is that we need this meat pickup right here, so to get right before we go into the boss fight. Oh, perfect. This is looking really good. Alright, y'all, this is about to get interesting. We're gonna try a new strat. We practiced this strat yesterday. I have not been able to pull it off on the original hardware. I actually have a TG16 Mini as well, so we were able to do some save state practice. But we'll see. Oh, she went the wrong way. So we were supposed to be able to kill Gladys in 3 there, but we got her in 4, which is still really quickly. Gladys can wreck my run. Thanks for the new strat hype, A. Nichols. New strat, you say, hey, happenstance. But so with the new strat, you can take out Gladys in 3. We just took out Gladys in 4. It's a strat that's used in the TAS, and I didn't know how to do it. We've been able to pull it off a few times on the Mini, but I haven't been able to pull it off on the original hardware yet. Thanks, Jeff. Alright, where are we at? We're at Red Whale, guys. Alright, we're gonna try to spring boost here. Now, I haven't mentioned this yet, but those spring boosts work only every other frame. So that's why I have to headbutt quite frequently if, like, it doesn't work on the first headbutt. Alright, now we're trying to balance these Red Whale guys. Not quite working out for us. There we go. To stay in the air. Perfect. Now I used to drop down and get that spring down here. Oh, I should have done it this time. And we're gonna get this meat here. Perfect. Meat, please. Thank you. And what we're gonna try to do is bounce off. Oop, nope, we're flying too low. We wanted to bounce off those two birds to stay really high. This is still pretty good though. We're gonna climb the wall really quickly and keep with our fast spin. All right, here's the bone skip. Whew, okay. It makes me nervous every single time. All right, so that's actually a built-in skip in the game. We just skipped 2 levels, but as a kid, I could only get it like every so often, and when I first started running this, it was very much like a 50-50 chance. Luckily, we've gotten that down, because basically if you miss that when you're doing record runs, it kills the run pretty quickly, because you have to do 2 water levels, and you know, Bonk is not really made for swimming. He doesn't swim very fast. So we're gonna go straight to this ice level. This level is, again, just kind of all about the setup for the next boss. We're gonna get this meat here. Meat, please, thank you. Right, Red, water levels. Who wants to do a water level? All right, so then we're gonna have to grab a second meat pickup. Double meat. All right, 1, 2, perfect, jump. All right, so this is all about the setup going into the Skelevator. We're gonna bonk off this guy. Ooh, I don't know if we got it. All right, we're gonna see if we can pull off the 1 cycle. Thanks for all the meat motes. All right, here we go. Oh, we got it, heck yeah. So the 1 cycle was found by another runner in this game. Great, John. It's really all about the timing. If you miss that window by just a little bit, you're not gonna get the 1 cycle. You'll see later that Zilla is not an easy fight, but when you have meat, it's just easy to take Zilla out. But we have to see all the bosses again later, so you'll see that. 1 cycle hype! What's next? Alright, Angry Lava level, that's what's next. This round 4 is very short, it's just this 1 level. This level's kind of tricky. You need to wait long enough to actually cause this last hatchet to spawn to give you the meat. So to make sure that I time it right, I actually take out the first 2 guys. You don't have to do that to make sure the 3rd guy spawns, but I do it just so that to be consistent. Alright, jump. Oh, nice. Alright, now we're going to try to juggle, just like we've been doing on a few other spots in the game. We try to juggle the pterodactyls so that we can stay in the air. That is not working out for us. Perfect. The pterodactyls do a lot of damage, and we sometimes end up dying at this part. There's not really any intentional deaths in the run. You just kind of base it off your health. Oh gosh. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I thought I was dead. Oh, I should be dead. Yeah, that was weird. They gave us like an extra second there. Alright, we're gonna pick up an extra heart. There's actually another, you can actually have 5 hearts in the game. We skipped an earlier heart. We only really need 4, and the reason we pick up the extra heart is so when we do the boss fights later, we have additional health. So we don't die as quickly. Oh, snap. Alright, so right now we're trying to farm for meats. We need double meat. Ah! No such luck. So this level can easily add 20 seconds to a run. Oh gosh, I've never seen the dino stay in the air like that before. So what we wanted to do was pick up 2 meats that we're farming at the bottom to get that. Unfortunately, we didn't get the right RNG, so we didn't get the meats. So the Punchy Pedro fight's gonna take a little bit longer. So normally this is a 5-hit fight when you have meat. Oh gosh. Okay, good. Come on, Punchy. There we go. You got this, Sally has blessed you. Levitation Dino Hype! I know. We've played this game a lot, so when I say we've never seen something, it's kind of a big deal. Because we've... Thanks for the cheese, Special Bunny Mondello. Punchy Pedro's hair, of course, and... I started running this game almost a year ago now. It's my first ever game to speedrun. I've learned so much about speedrunning since then, and I still really enjoy playing this game. I played it a ton as a kid, and it made it for a really great first speedrun. Alright, I really just dislike this level for no reason other than I just don't like it. You can actually accidentally play minigames, which I've done a few times during a run. Because if you turn your back into one of these holes here... Oh, snap. Okay. Nope, get out of my way. Thank you. And then we're going to take some intentional hit here so that we can quickly walk by these guys. Up next is Hammers and Fortress. We're gonna get the meat pickup here. Thanks for the meat. Alright, so we want to jump in the air here at just the right time, and we're gonna try to damage boost, perfect, off the birds. And then we're gonna try to continue damage boosting, perfect. One more, come on, come on, come on. Oh, we just missed it. That timing on that hatchet was just a little slow. And then here's one of the scary jumps in the game. This jump right there was really difficult for me to learn. The timing is pretty... this is like kind of a small window there. Alright, so here's another skip. So we're actually going to skip another water level, which is perfect. You just spin over here, clip through the wall, and get in the Skelevator. We just really don't like the water. And Flying Dino Chess Pieces. This is my favorite level. If done correctly, we will just stay in the air the whole time. There we go. We're flying a little bit lower than I like to. The problem with these guys is they do a whole lot of damage. Come on. Oh yeah, like that. Wake up, Bonk. We get to see Bonk's lovely death animation. It feels like whenever you're running this game, Bonk's death animation feels so very, very long. You just keep smashing the run button, hoping that he'll wake back up very quickly. Alright, that was pretty good. Any game where you can skip the water levels is a good game. I agree, Pants. Alright. These little, alright, we call this level baby dino skeletons. And these little skeletons, baby dino skeletons, are a little deceiving. The bubbles are super annoying and you can easily get trapped underneath the bubbles. Ooh, dino in the wall. And it can be hard to kind of, it takes a few seconds to get out of there. So we've been set up pretty good here. We're gonna try to do this cool stair climb. 1, 2, 3. Ah, we just missed it on the last part. We've been super fortunate that we've not gotten any accidental meat. And accidental meat is when a character, randomly a character will give you a heart, a meat, or a smiley. Getting an accidental meat is not good because it just adds to the animation time, but doesn't really benefit you very much. So all the meat pickups are really strategic, and getting an extra one isn't super helpful. Come on. Thank you. We're gonna stop and get some extra health right here. We need health to do some damage boost in the next level. And these stairs can be kind of painful. Lots of ways to get hurt. Get in there! Okay, perfect. Alright. So we're about to do what I think is the hardest level in the game. This is called moving blocks. Obviously you can see that the blocks are breaking apart as we jump up. So if you fall down, you have a pretty steep fall. And I actually used to play this game as a kid with a friend, and we would alternate. Because the TG16, unless you had a special adapter, only had one controller, and obviously this is a one-player game, we would take turns playing different levels, and this was my level to play. Oh, split the pterodactyls, heck yes, let's go. Nope, nope, no. Oh, so many deaths. Well, wake up, Bonk. Alright, perfect. What happens next? Alright, we're gonna go for a walk. That's what's happening next. Bonk's jeans in that. Thanks, Red. Alright, so because of this, I'm gonna try to show off the controller while we walk because I love the TG16 controller. Now this is actually a third-party controller. What I didn't know when I started running was that running can be really hard on controllers. So dance break, Jeff. So I ended up killing my original childhood controller and having to replace it with this, but you can see the turbo switches right here, and that's what I've been flipping on and off throughout the entire run. And so now we've walked past all the bosses. You've got it. Yay, controller time, Dadulous. Controller hype. So we're gonna climb up the waterfall, and then this game has a few like really bright flashes just to give everyone a heads up. Evil King Drool really likes to make a very bright entrance. So we're actually using one of the turbo switches right now to quickly scale the waterfall. This is kind of like a nice little break before we have to do the boss fights again. There we go. Alright, it's about to be bright. So I knew a lot about the secret. There's a lot of extra lives in this game, like a ton, and we've skipped a lot of them because we don't need them. But I didn't know about this one until I started running. And this is just strategic meat pickup, so I'm actually going to pick up this extra life too because we're down to 3. This meat is going to help us. Alright, perfect. Go fight the bosses. So next up is Huey. So Evil King Drool has dropped these eggs to brainwash Huey again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Alright, we might still be red when we get to Gladys. That's a really big thing. So we can actually shorten Gladys's animation here by, if we still are meated, as I call it, whenever we get our first hit on Gladys. That means she won't take as many turns back to the ceiling. Ooh, I think we got it. Let's see. We did, we got it. So we shortened that by 1 animation. That's awesome. 1. Come on, Gladys, be nice to us. Nope. Perfect. That was pretty fast, Gladys. I'm really happy with that. 1, 2, 3. Alright, picking up the extra health. If you're playing this game casually, there's a bunch of extra goodies in the walls there. We just pick up the ones that we need. Alright, now you're gonna see what it's like to really play Zilla. Zilla's hitbox is awful. Perfect, thank you. And then we're gonna hang out over here on the left. Come on, there we go. I think 2 more times. Perfect. That was a pretty good Zilla too. Alright, Punchy Pedro is up next. We're gonna get the health and then we're gonna get a meat. So even though we're not fully meated, some meat is still helpful. So this will help us take down Punchy faster if we can get this first few hits in without getting hurt. Heck yeah, that was a really great Punchy Pedro. Let's go. All right. Oh, hi, Pedro. All right, so now we're on to see Princess Za and T-Raptor Head. I really like T-Raptor Head's arts. The, like, sprite's very cool. Alright. 1, 2, 3. So if we get lucky, T-Raptor Head will actually just stay on the ground here. Heck yeah, that was a really good T-Raptor Head. T-Raptor Head actually has the capabilities of all the other bosses, but we didn't really get to see any of it because we just took him down so quickly. Now Princess Za's gonna talk a lot. She tends to do that. Look at all the evil Zas in chat. Thanks, Mondello. My people have been brainwashed. Help me get back to Moonland. Thanks, Shem. Thanks, Dadulus. Yeah, doesn't Za know that we're busy trying to run this game? Alright, now we're on to the last boss fight. We're gonna go play Evil King Drool. Again, it's gonna produce some brightness here. So bright. This is looking really good. So my world record in this run is a 27:51. It'll probably take us hopefully it'll take us about a minute to take down Drool. So we're in pretty good shape here. Let's go, final fight. Alright, so Evil King Drool has 2 forms. We're gonna see the first form here. 1, 2, 3. He kind of has this outline going on. Perfect. Alright. And now we're gonna see the second form. We're gonna damage boost off his nose and do some quick manual bonks. We didn't get as many in as I would have liked to. We're gonna do it again. Again, that trident can kind of get in the way. I think we're gonna have to take him down in 4. There we go. Heck yeah. 28-23. We'll see. Princess Za should show up here in a second. Evil King Drool leaves. Back on Moonland. Thanks everyone so much. I just want to do a few thank yous. Thank you. Thank you to the community as always for showing up. Y'all are amazing. I really appreciate you so much.